back in. But I'm letting people know, you know, if we got to go out there, the protest is happening on April the 1st. We need to make our profits before April the 1st, because y'all know me. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to go out there, educate drivers, educate riders. And I saw a professor just dropped the video, you know, talking about delivery, how delivery is overpriced and everything. And it's funny because I did that video about what Tony delivers up in Seattle and how he's starting to do his own delivery services. A lot of people are getting tired of these apps, man. They're getting tired of them. Thank you, Knight, for the super chat. I thank you for the 300 stepping up my game. Smack these apps for 500 this weekend, and that's part-time after my W-2 Sunday and took from off. Hey, I'm going to tell you what, Knife Juggler, I'm going to tell you like this. You made 500 on a weekend. You do 4 weekends like that a month, that's 2 G's. That's like living for free. You renting your place for free. You buying your house for free. That's mortgage right there. You work 4 weekends, you paying mortgage. That means for the money that you making during your W-2, that's profit sitting in the bank right now in case you need to say, hey, you know what? I need to take a week off. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You can take a week off and still be in the game. A lot of these drivers out there driving 80 hours a week, they can't take a week off because they'll be so far behind. How they gonna not drive for that whole week? They sitting in a rental car. You got to do at least 50 trips in that rental car to keep that rental car. They don't have the luxury like we got it. Take your time off. Enjoy your motherfucking life. Kick back, relax. A lot of these drivers want to, I'd rather rent. I don't want to be no rental slave, because you can't just take a random week off. If you take a random week off, you got to go back, take the car back, pay all these administrative fees, do all this crazy shit and everything else like that. You don't have a good life. You got the slave life when you rent from Hertz and Avis and all these places. They pushing you to keep driving over and over. My homegirl Robin hit me up the other day. She hit me up the other day. She says, you know what? Each driver is worth X amount of dollars to the apps if they can sell these apps, these backwards ass trips. So the more drivers they have and sign up, and we were talking about stock back and forth, the more drivers they have sign up, that kind of looks at their future forecast of potential revenue, especially if they're stupid drivers. If they're smart drivers, they can't bank on us because we're too smart. Thank you, DeVree. DeVree, what's good with that? What up, upfront price and lift? Let me put this up real quick. Upfront price and lift always shaves miles for minutes in their favor. Contact support, they never adjust your owners. Yeah. And that's what they'll do. They'll ask your insurance. They'll ask you, hey, was you logged onto the app? Yeah, but I wasn't working, though. I wasn't working. I was just driving. No, but you were logged onto the app and you don't have the rideshare insurance endorsement on your shit. So we're not covering you. And you'll be sitting there like, what you mean you're not covering me? Well, you were on, lap is automatic. That's right. That's right. Automatic. And you got to tell them, put it on last ride. Because as long as you're on the app with the passenger in your car, Uber and Lyft has to cover any liability, any shit you hit or whatever goes on out there in the real world. Uber and Lyft has to cover that. Now, what happens to your car is based on you paying Uber that $2,500 high-ass deductible, but we should have our own commercial insurance going through our own commercial insurance, not through their shit, because we deserve a lower deductible. And so if we end up having an accident with nobody in the car at all, no apps turned on at all, you're a private citizen. It don't make a difference if you did rideshare 30 minutes ago. You could have said, I did rideshare 30 minutes ago and I quit rideshare forever because that was the worst goddamn passenger I ever had. So that was the last ride I was ever going to do. How they going to tell you lying? They don't know what happened to your last ride. The last ride probably, was going to assault you and stab you. You said, you know what? I'm giving up rideshare. This is bullshit. So you ended the ride, you called it good and drove off. They can't call you a rideshare driver no more. Just like one day might be the last time you ever shoot a basketball. You might retire after this game. This might be the last time you play golf. You might retire after this match. Nobody can tell you when your last ride is going to happen. So if you have an accident and you go, oh man, I'm just done. Oh, well, if somebody hits you, Jeanette, they better have insurance. And if they don't have insurance, you've got to have uninsured motorists on yours. Put uninsured motorists. If they do have insurance, but their coverage can't cover the type of vehicle you got, you have to have underinsured motorists as well.
Good.
But I'm glad everybody started talking about this insurance because this is a big thing going on right now, man. A lot of channels are really digging into it. And I like to say, honestly, y'all know how we do around here. 300, we was always on the cutting edge of talking shit about the insurance and everybody riding our ass about this insurance. All these channels used to talk shit about us all the time. Well, you guys don't, because we talk about doing cash rides and doing this. Well, you guys don't. And we really started digging into insurance. Now everybody's like, oh shit, we're all getting screwed. Like, didn't we tell y'all pay attention to insurance?
100%.
Yep.
Yeah, well, just so that we all get this straight, it is very essential that when you do drop off anybody from Uber or Lyft, that you have it as your last ride,
Yes,
because
definitely.
that right there will save you with your own personal insurance. But if you have commercial insurance, no matter who you pick up as a livery service, you can you're covered 100%
Yeah. Because it's
from
actually
any time.
yeah, it's designed for work, and you can, and when you got commercial and livery insurance, you can say I'm always working, whether an app is on or not. You can say I was out working right now, and you can, hey, I had a client I was supposed to pick up at 11 when I had my accident, so commercial kicks in, private don't have to kick in, and it covers you.
Yep,
But
and
like,
private has nothing to do with it.
yep, exactly. And I think people need to know, because I mean, with Uber and Lyft, they try to fuck people over, and they talk about tiers or period 1, period 2, period 3, and that's how they trick you. They tell you about periods. They don't tell you about situations. I never talk about periods. I say if you got somebody in your car and you have the app on, the app insurance is gonna have to cover you in that instance if you're doing a ride for Uber or Lyft. Now, if you got somebody in your car and you have the apps on, but you're doing a quick cash ride, you might screw yourself, right? Like, turn that app off, goddamn.
Turn it off. Off.
Yep, exactly.
I do tell you, if you're going to run a business, the best way is to cover yourself and have that commercial insurance.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that it is not that expensive. A lot of people say it's 6,000, 7,000. It's bullshit. It all depends on your driving record and what you've done. Okay.
Yep. Your car, driving record, your state, all of that stuff, man.
Exactly.
And people scare you. And like I said, Valpak just said there's $38,000 a year commercial insurance fees from Uber and Lyft. They think that's what we're supposed to pay. That's what we're sold on their policies. We don't pay that if we do our own policy. Uber could give me that $38,000 myself and say, Jeff, go out and buy your own commercial insurance. We're taking off our shit.
No.
Okay, give me the 38,000. I'm gonna go out and buy myself a $6,000 policy. Shit.
If we all are smart, we push for our own purchase of commercial insurance. What happens here is that everybody's lazy about it, okay?
Yep.
And they don't want to go the extra terms or whatever, extra mile to get a discount on it. And
to research it, yeah.
And let me tell you, I drive in the black platform, right?
Yeah.
But when I have it on, sometimes the comfort comes in and you take it, okay? Because it's it's worth the drive, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You get, $30 for 7 miles. Then you accept it, right? These son of a bitches, and I say son of a bitches, are screwing us, because even though you're in the black platform and you are forced to make sure that you maintain a commercial insurance, okay, they still charge you for it.
Yep.
Especially
Exactly.
when you're in the comfort ride or an XL ride. Like you said, we're the 300. And this 300 group is going to get bigger and bigger.
Because I think people we're okay being small. That's the thing. Everybody thinks that we want to be big. We want to be. No, we're okay being small. Because just like motherfucker Severa said earlier, a hand grenade is small. Shit, a hand grenade is little. So it's like a little something little can make a huge goddamn impact. So we're one of those small hand grenade groups.
And then, like I said about these shirts being a conversation starter, I picked up 2 private rides this freaking weekend just because I had the shirt on. And like, what's that 300 barbecue about? I said, well, we're like a coalition of drivers across the country. They're helping riders and drivers make better profits, do smart decisions. And they're like, so you do private rides? I said, oh, yeah. He goes, well, can you pick me up at the airport in a week? Yeah, sure. I'll pick you up in a week.
Hell yeah. And
then I got, and then it's like, well, and pick me up. And then and about a week after that, I'm going to be going back to the airport. Can you still do that? I said, hell yeah.
Man,
sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, man. Sometimes shit glitches like that. Motherfucker said you got them Obama phones. They told him fucking with you. See, look, he says, I can't hear you. What happened? I can't hear you though. Can everybody hear me? Uh-oh. I don't know what happened. This is Daytona. He's got them Obama phones. I'm gonna do like this. All right, let's do like that. Something's happening with it, man. What happened? Dims, that's what I'm saying. And I still wear that because I tell people like this, that February the 14th shirt, that's historic. That was the first major protest that I think went worldwide, went global, that all of the news media agencies, like I said, we were on CNN, Business Insider. It was everywhere. That shirt is your marketplace in history. Where were you February the 14th, 2024? Were you being a pigeon or were you pushing this shit forward? When I wear that shirt, that's the way I look at it. I was one of those that were pushing it forward. Yeah, okay. But I'm telling people with that February the 14th protest, it's about getting the message out about progress that we plan on making. It was putting one foot in the door, and it was a big step. We took a big step into a door of corporate America. Now we got them relooking at fares. We got them looking at surge. We got them looking at commercial insurance. We got them looking at private rides. Now we got everybody's eyes open, private deliveries. We took a step into a door. And once we stepped in, there is no going back. Now on April the 1st, April Fools, we taking that second step into the door. We're going to be inside of the house. And once we're in a house, at some point, we're going to come to that damn kitchen table and we're going to sit at that kitchen table. But we're going to keep taking a step forward. Every protest, we're taking a step forward. We're being heard. And the apps, like people say, the apps don't care about y'all. They ain't listening to y'all. Look at your bank account every month. That is your gauge on what's going on. Don't worry about the apps. Worry about your money. That's how you know if these protests work or not. What's up, Miss Dims Dallas? What's good? What's good?
What's good, everybody?
How are you?
That's Dims Dallas. Hey, how's it going down there in that SUV life?
Hey, it is what it is. Get money.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, shoot. Y'all doing it. I've been looking at a 2017 Acura MDX is what I'm looking at now. So I've got a few of them on deck. I'll start looking at like Car Gurus and stuff like that. 2014 is when the Lyft Black and all of that starts. So Lyft Black go back to a 2014. So I said, well, let me get a 17. So I got at least 2-3 years if they don't change that shit. And then it's the third row. So even when I do private rides now I can do bachelor parties, bachelorette parties. I could do, 5 people and stuff like, instead of like only 3 and 4, I can go up 5, 6 maybe. So I'm looking to upgrade. I'm looking at this Acura MDX.
What you are going to do, you definitely have to invest in yourself. That's I just can't stress it enough. If this is what you're going to do, you have to open up your options, take yourself out the box. Yeah, and make yourself available for all ride types. Bottom line, point blank. I mean, I jump between the app wherever the money's at. If I'm on a high surge, I'll drop it to a standard real quick because I'm gonna pop that 25. I put 5 with it. I just made 30 on a 5-mile ride.
That's it. Smart.
You see
what I do this channel because this is what the chat talks about over here. And a lot of channels won't do that. They won't do that. Oh, no, we got our agenda. We talk about what we have on schedule. Motherfucker, this is no script. Straight from the hip. We shoot over here. Shit. But I'm going to tell you the definition of a protest. A protest is to bring up a topic of discussion, to put it on the forefront of a table, to get everybody aware of it. That's what a protest is. The fact that you're even talking about it on my live stream shows that the protest is working. That shows it's working. Now, what do you want it to work for is the other end of it. We wanted to work for better pay. So how do we protest? We turn the apps off and do private rides. Are private rides paying better than the apps right now? 100%. Yes. Therefore, it works. So protesting works. So ABC doesn't realize that a private ride, you get paid more than driving on the app. ABC doesn't know that, but we're educating ABC right now. So we're letting you know. When you do a private ride, you're protesting what the apps are paying you. It's a protest. It's an actual protest. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ms. Meggs. Appreciate that.
Michael's comment about them doing that buyback. I came across an article today, actually, regarding that buyback. And they were saying that Uber CEO did the buyback in order to boost up that quarterly sales for his
bonus.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna read Meg's comment real quick. The goal of the protest is to gain momentum by getting the media involved to spread our message to the masses. It's a necessary mechanism to gain traction and spread awareness. And to piggyback that on what you were saying, Dems, when I did the video talking about why, because I said, did the protest backfire? That was my thumbnail, said protest backfires. And I had laughing faces on it because a lot of people was like, oh, the protest backfired, the stock went up. And I explained to them why the stock went up. I said the stock didn't go up because of the protest. The stock went up because of the $7 billion buyback that Uber has never done in the history of the fucking company. That's why it went up. And why do you do that? You take stock out of circulation. It's like, and I had to explain it to people. I said, let's say I got one share of stock and my company's worth $1,000. That means this is worth $1,000. Now let's say I got 2 shares of stocks. The company's still worth $1,000, but now each stock is worth 500. The value of the company never changes. The value of the stock went down because I put more out. Now I got 3 shares of stock. The company is still $1,000, $333 each. Now the value keeps going down the more shares I put out there. So let's say I want to buy back 2 shares. I only have 1 share outstanding now. The company's still worth $1,000, but this stock is now worth $1,000. So it arbitrarily showed you that because the stock went up, you think the value of the company went up. No, I just took other shares off the fucking floor now. So I'm back to $1,000 a share. I'm not at $333 a share no more because I bought back the 2 other shares. That's the shit Uber. It's a card trick. All accountants know that. It's a card trick.
You know, that card trick was done by the help of us professional drivers. We made them the money so they can go buy it back. That's the bottom line. We made them that kind of money. A company that was losing money the first quarter of 2023, in the second, third, and fourth quarter, they have record earnings. But how does that happen? How does that happen?
On our backs. That's how it happens. On our backs.
Thank you.
You know, capitalism. Capitalism is cool, but you got to realize we're also a part of capitalism too.
I'm a capitalist. I'm an independent contractor, a self-employed person. That's a capitalist.
So we're capitalists. We should be able to go out and negotiate our profit margins and do our things too. Therefore, to say capitalism, but they tell us what to do, that's called feudalism. Feudalism is where serfdom took place. You have landlords and shit at the top telling all the serfs what to do. So capitalism is where everybody has a say and everybody negotiates their value and everybody fights for profits. Feudalism is where you have lords over people, right?
Amen.
Uber and Lyft are the lords over people.
Amen.
Telling people, well, you got to abide by this and you got to do that. That's not capitalism. Capitalism is me saying, hey, Uber, you charging this person 100. This person's willing to give me 80 because you're trying to pay me 39. So let this person make a decision. Letting that rider make a decision on transparency and what's really going on. That's where capitalism takes place. When you start hiding facts, you ain't capitalism. Now you're back at feudalism again. We used to be called driving partners. It's funny that Darren now calls us earners. They don't call us driving partners no more. They call us earners now. We're earning all the money for these motherfuckers to live the lives they live. We're earners. Oh, Jeff's an earner. We got all these new earners coming online. We're not driving partners. You'll never hear them say, we're our driving partners. Go look through all they shit. They'll never call us a driving partner. The people who are plugged into the matrix are actually making the matrix operate the way it does. When you plug us in as drivers, you're making this whole Uber and Lyft system operate the way it does. When we unplug ourselves and say, fuck that, we the 300, we coming for our money. Now the matrix is not running right now. Something is screwed up with the matrix. And they're like, oh shit, we don't know what to do, man. Say these drivers are all dropping off. They're doing private rides now. Oh, we'll send out a memo showing everybody taking rides off app is against the terms of service. Well, stealing our fucking tips is against the terms of service too.
I'm already on it, Etherman.
I was about to say, so that's why I put it up there, Jim. Open the blockchain watch application. Hey, and I'm glad you said it and I didn't, because I've told everybody I have seen the app already. I said it on my last live stream. I've seen the app work. I've seen the back end, how it works. The blockchain rideshare application is on the fucking way. Trust me, I didn't want to say it, so I'm glad you said it.
I had to zoom in on that. Hold on,
yeah,
no, I'm already on it, baby.
I want you to see that. I want you to see that. That's why I put that shit up there. A lot of people don't understand. They're scared of crypto. They're scared of blockchain. These motherfuckers are scared of people having the power to say what value is. When we do crypto, we say like what Shiba Inu went up like 30% the other day. Dogecoin jumped like 24% the other day. We sit there and we tell people, if we run blockchain, it's all the people in this world. If we run crypto, it's all the people in this world. We take out the big banks. We take out, fiat currency. We take out what they say is valuable and we make it valuable. They don't want blockchain. Blockchain is outside of the matrix of what they can control. And like I said, all right, shit's finna get real. Y'all know when I say that, shit's about to go downhill real fucking fast. But I believe, honestly, I think the administration we currently got right now is pushing, like feverishly pushing for this country to go into civil war mode. And I'm gonna tell you why. They keep pushing the January the 6th agenda because they want to put that in front of your head. January the 6th, January the 6th. But I'm gonna tell you something about January the 6th. I saw a bunch of motherfuckers with backpacks. I ain't never seen people with backpacks overtake a country. I've never seen people overthrow a country with backpacks. We got people coming through the Darien Gap and everything wearing backpacks and shit like that. But yet they're taking over our country because we're giving them free shit, giving them money, giving them everything. They didn't give January the 6th people no free money. They didn't give them nothing for free, and they had the same backpacks. So while we got these motherfuckers with backpacks coming, you give them all of our shit, give them free house and free hotels, free everything. But yet we got the people who in America, they got backpacks invading some. And you say, oh, well, they're terrorists. They're invading this insurrection.
And beating our police officers.
This is the biggest insurrection we've seen.
If you beat up a police officer or I beat up a police officer, what's
shot.
Gonna happen?
Well, jail, buddy.
Exactly. Man,
no, first you going to the hospital. If you handcuffed to a bed, then you going to jail.
But have anybody to this day, has anybody heard of any illegal immigrant being shot by a police officer?
No.
Because those are soldiers. If we shoot one of these illegal immigrants, we're shooting a soldier. These illegal immigrants, that is an indication of war. If you shoot one of these illegal immigrants, you have now started war with another country by killing their citizens who are soldiers on our soil. You will never see an illegal immigrant get shot by a cop. I put that shit on everything. They'll shoot me before they shoot one of them. Guaranteed. Because they don't want to start a world war. If these people come over here and they get shot, I told y'all this shit was going to get real. They shoot one of these motherfuckers over here. Oh, trust me. We're going to have military dropping bombs on this bitch. We're going to have Air Force bombs on this mother because we killing they people on our soil. Imagine Americans being killed in another country right now. Imagine Americans being killed over in Iraq. Oh, we could declare war real quick. What just happened over in Palestine? When you saw them Americans being killed over there, what? Oh, America jumped on that shit real quick. So you don't think they're going to do the same shit over here? If we kill an illegal immigrant, they beating up our police officers. They robbing our stores. They yanking purses. These motherfuckers is being handcuffed and released the next day. You cannot start a war by doing anything against these illegal immigrants on our soil. And the Biden administration made sure of that shit. They started a war on our soil with our hands tied behind our fucking back. That's what they did. And like I told you, this motherfucker's going to get real. I have a lot of discussions off camera. And I talk to motherfuckers like this all the time. I know my channel gonna get fucking block banned and all that shit.
Block banned.